Welcome to the flow triggers module. So essentially all of your flow triggers are the very specific things that are getting you to be so present, stimulated, and hyper-focused that you become the actions themselves. Nothing else exists beyond your practice when you are deep into flow states. So the first trigger in line and one of the most fundamental is defining clear goals. You need targets aligned with your curiosity, passions, and purpose, which are your intrinsic motivators, and you need to single task, which amounts to working with each goal individually for a given amount of time to see concrete results. Is your practice only a hobby, or are you a competitive athlete with specific goals? What is the purpose of today's session? What do you want to prioritize? You want to answer all of these questions since you have a limited amount of time and energy, and you want to use these resources wisely. Moreover, when you schedule your sessions and you know exactly what your goals are, you are priming your mind and your body for what is to come. And then you have the advantage of having a higher output to dedicate to creativity, mastery, and performance. So once again, I'll give you a few ideas as I did with the other topics in other videos now regarding clear goals and single tasking. I come from a BMX background and it may reflect in my expression. So ultimately, I think that all athletic fields share similar pursuits. So I invite you to keep an open mind so you may see the overlaps between what I present you with and your personal practice. So as a starter of first clear goal idea, I'd go with learning new movements, their progressions, their variations, combining them together, and anything that might be skill work or technique related. Also, you may want to work on consistency, such as pulling 10 successful reps in a row or within a given amount of time, let's say 30 minutes, but this is up to you to create your parameters. Fluidity is another thing you may want to touch, adding your special spices to a trick, making it as smooth and as good looking as you can to display your mastery. Also comes to mind speed and explosion, which may give you an extra edge and increase your overall control. Then there's freestyling, where you're trying to figure out all the possibilities and the connections of every movement. And finally comes contest preparation, where you dial all of your combos and you simulate your run according to the contest rules, and you may also want to work on your weaknesses. Now you have clear targets, and I invite you to make sure that you include variety during your session so you stay motivated and you avoid becoming bored or way too frustrated with one thing. Now I have covered the first triggers, and following up is going to be an extensive list of other triggers for you to explore in view of creating your personal matrix and sequences.